Welcome, Minneapolis junior, senior high school fans, back to another season of Minneapolis high school football. Dale Leach and Mike Perry here to bring you the action tonight as we face off against the visiting Sacred Heart Knights, this being the second game of this season. This is the 114th season of Minneapolis high school football. This will be the 19th year that we've brought you replays of Minneapolis football on local cable TV. Last week, the Lions got off to a successful start against Republic County up at Belleville by a resounding score of 46-8. And Sacred Heart lost to Southeast of Saline 39-0 at home. Minneapolis coming off a 2-7 season last year, 1-5 in the league. And I don't know Sacred Heart's total record last year, but theirs wasn't as well as they'd like it to be. Sacred Heart leads the series 25 wins to 5 losses, or 25 wins to 5 wins for Minneapolis. They've won the last 8 games in a row. Last season they won 41-20 here at Minneapolis. The last 3 games they've won by an average of 34 to 9.3. So we hope to see if we can improve on that tonight. And we're getting ready to have introductions here. The Lions are going to come out on the north end of the field. And Mike, while we're waiting for that, this is a new season of reclassifications from the Kansas State High School Activity Association. We've moved down to 2A, not so much because of a drop in school population, though we have some, but just because of a revamping of the classifications done by the Kansas State High School Activity Association. So we are now in 2A in football. Remains to be seen how we'll be in basketball.
Classifications above us had 4A was quite a mess there for 2 or 3 years, but high school football, the weather's beautiful, Dale. It's a little cool, a little wet, but that's what football is all about.
That's right.
By the way, Minneapolis lines up. If we on defense can just eliminate any long plays by Sacred Heart, we'll have a good chance to win this game. It's tough to keep them, make them execute all the way down the field. There's going to be a better chance for them to slip up, and hopefully the turnovers aren't too bad on our end, and maybe we can force some on their end.
They're a little larger than we are on the line, which could be a little concerning. They've got a 6'1" or 6'2" quarterback that's like his third year, Anderson. The Leonards and Skidmore, good receivers, about 6'1", so that'll stretch our defensive secondary.
It'll be a quick pass over to the middle to Skidmore. That'll be bread and butter for them, especially as you mentioned with a 6'2" quarterback. So I'm sure they'll throw the ball they always have in the past, but I didn't get to see us play last week, so I don't know what our defense looks like. Hopefully we can hold down their passing game.
Caden Griffin.
(6'1", 175.
John Nelson.
Doesn't give their position they played, Dale.
Well, it's military night. The guys are playing in the honor of former Minneapolis students who have been in the military. Caden McCullough.
Good to see Caden out this year. Senior year, you don't get another shot at it. You better go for all you can. 23 was Crew Martin, and this is number 42, Colton.
No, it's Vilpondo.
Oh, there's two 42s.
Oh, okay.
Two 42s. The kid that's gotten quite a bit bigger, Kenyon Backus, 5'11", 205 now, Dale. Goodness. Number 57 is Cooper Thompson, 5'10", 180 pounds, junior. Chance Kornick, 6'3", 220. Got a little wingspan on him. More than likely defensive end, Dale. And I believe that was Gaten Heald.
Yep.
Heald goes 6'2", 225, and as Dale mentioned, Sacred Heart with possibly a little size advantage up front, but
we'll see how quick they are.
That's right.
Getting ready for the home kickoff. Well, back to new schedule, Mike. All our league games are right up front. Republic County, Sacred Heart, Beloit, and Ellsworth. And then after the Beloit game next week, we enter in immediately into district play.
I noticed that. District, and we had 4 games, and we're, I don't remember it being that way.
Well, yeah, they've got larger districts. Going to have the national anthem, presentation of the colors, national anthem coming up pretty quickly. But our district is comprised of Ellsworth, Hayes, TMP, Hoisington, Norton, Phillipsburg, and Minneapolis.
And the district games, 2 out of 3 are here, right? Norton's here, P-Bird's away, I think, is what I remember. Riley County's here, so I think 2
Norton's here, Hoisington's here. P-Berg and Hayes are away, Ellsworth's away, so 2 of the 5 are here. Okay, it's time for the presentation of the colors here on Military Night. The colors being presented by the VFW post here in Minneapolis. Yeah, 5 district games. And this another odd thing about the season is that there are only 8 games that have a named opponent scheduled to start with. There's a 9th game that will be played if Minneapolis happens to be among the top 4 in our district. We will immediately move into the playoffs in that 9th game.
Interesting.
If we don't finish in the top 4, then we will play a game that's kind of a consolation game in that 9th game against the 5 or 6 teams of another district, and that district is one that could mean some travel. Cimarron, Ellenwood, Kismet, Southwestern Heights, Lakin, Lyons, and Sterling. So depending on how seeding work out,
a couple of those are out there.
Traveling could work one way or the other. Even in
Sacred Heart has deferred.
Won and declined. Yep.
And Minneapolis is going to receive the ball and defend the south goal. Win a little bit out of the northeast a little bit, so Sacred Heart has the win here to start the game. Minneapolis moving from our right to left.
It's not a stiff wind by any means.
No. Just a 10, 15 mile an hour thing.
The volleyball team has gotten off to a good start. They're 4-2.
That's the other thing I was going to talk to you about, getting meet on the books so we could get up there. Yeah, they're pretty tough. They always seem to play the big games tough this year so far.
They swept Sacred Heart last Tuesday. But right now we're going to talk about football. Back deep is number 5 for the Lions. Is John Nelson. And is that, who's the other setback?
Like number 9, Mac Hammer is going to tee it up and kick it off for Sacred Heart. Hawk. Oh, they let it go. Good. Okay.
That
touchback.
Worked well for us.
Okay.
That was 52 back there. The other
Cleveland was back, I think, probably as a blocking back, but had to field the ball and did a nice job of it. Covering that kickoff, Minneapolis will take over on their own 20, and we'll see what we have for an offense this year.
Let's hope we come out firing on all cylinders like they did against Republic County last Friday. Friel is the quarterback.
Yep. Oh, he's wide open. If we can get the long pass downfield, is caught by Caden Griffin on a halfback pass. Pitch out, we stopped, and the pass was there against the wind, and that's a...
Down to the 31-yard line of Sacred Heart. McCulloch to Griffin.
Nice. Little not misdirection, little trick play there.
From what I understood, McCulloch and Friel were battling for the starting position at quarterback, so McCulloch can throw it.
He can throw it. Nice pick up there to start the game. Villapando, Friel's going to keep it, ducks it up inside. A little bit of a gain there.
Friel had a little over 100 yards rushing last week. Scored 2 touchdowns rushing.
Well, that was a 5-yard pickup, Dale. Good smart play there by the Minneapolis quarterback, Eric Friel. 6'1", 165. As Dale mentioned, had a pretty good game up at Republic County last week. That sounds like everybody did. Hawk in the backfield.
Pitch to Villapando around the left side.
Breaks a tackle, and he's still on his feet. Clear down to the 5-yard line. Villapando a little tough to bring down, Dale.
Yes. I tell you, he was having a great season last year until he went out against Lions. Towards the end of the game with a knee injury.
Friel faked the handoff to Hawk. They were all over him. The tight end, or the defensive end, took him, and Villapando shook off the corner on the edge and takes it all the way down to about the 5-yard line. I guess they've got him on the 8. Friel's going to keep it.
Gets swallowed up.
Sacred Heart gets to the ball pretty quick, no gain. I guess a gain of 1. 2nd and goal from the 7. So a couple of really nice plays, Dale. Villapando got around the corner and a long pass gets Minneapolis in scoring position here. Villapando right through the would-be tackler. He's all the way in the end zone. That's going to be a touchdown. Boy, they had him in the backfield. Yep. He went right through him.
He is one tough runner.
Minneapolis on the board first here. 6-0 Lions. Villapando broke that tackle, and then there was no one. And they're going to kick it if they can get a kicking tee.
That might be a challenge.
And if the clock, there's enough time.
Villapando's kicking.
One step up and no good.
That's interesting because he was not kicking last year, or last week even. I'll have to look at the name of the guy that was. He must not be healthy tonight. So 6-0 Minneapolis, 10:08 to go here in the first quarter. We'll be right back. All right, back for the kickoff. Minneapolis up 6-0. Villapando will kick off. Kenny Kirk was the kicker last week, and he was kicking last year, but must be injured tonight.
Well, who will kick it?
It's a guess between 53 and 42. Going to be student body left. Get everybody set. Short kick. The Knights cover it on the 50-yard line.
It barely went 10 yards. He touched it after 9.5, and it's covered there on the 50-yard line, and Sacred Heart will take over there. Almost took it a little early, didn't he, Dale?
Well, the receiving team can take it at any distance. The kicking team can't get it until it goes at least 10 yards.
I actually thought it was a mutual thing, but you're
No,
probably right.
Fullback
off up the middle.
dive, gets a couple yards. 21 the ball carrier.
21 is
Garcia, they say.
Paco Garcia, 6 foot, 185 pounds, so a pretty good sized back. 3 receivers to the right. They hand it off to Paco again, and he's
Gets first down.
across the 40 down to the 39.5. Dale mentioned a Sacred Heart first down. No huddle offense, as most teams do. Minneapolis just rushing 3 here. And they go right through those 3 and get another 10.
Not quite, but pretty darn close. They advance it to the 31-yard line of Minneapolis.
Pickup of 9 on the handoff to Garcia. Now Minneapolis brings a couple more up to the line. Try and stop that run. Garcia again, and now we've got him
stuck in the backfield
for no loss.
That was number 9 for the Lions.
That's Meckel. Trent Meckel.
Quarterback sneak. Got it.
And up the middle he goes for a 3-yard gain as Sacred Heart's offensive line gets a good push. .8:37 left in the first quarter, and both teams not having any difficulty moving the ball.
Oh, fumble. They recover, though, as he falls to his rear end. So it's a slight loss.
Hunter Allison right there.
It's at the 28-yard line of Minneapolis. Another fumble.
He might have, I think he got it back.
Yeah, I think he got it back, but they lose another.
We're saying we got it, and so does the ref.
We'll take it.
Like he might have took it away from him, but we'll take it. Number 61. That's Chance Kornick.
Came out of that possession smelling like a rose, didn't we?
Yes, we did. Minneapolis back on offense. Friel under center. Calls the play. Minneapolis heads to the scrimmage line. And Sacred Heart's coach is asking for
a video review.
I think he's seeing the same thing I was. The guy was down. I mean, knees were down, but we'll take it.
They must not have felt he had controlled the ball when he was down.
Evidently. Villapando, there's a long pass down just off the hand of Caden Griffin. Looked like the defender might have got a hand on it. Nice pass. Could have been a hair further down the field, but thrown against the wind. That's Hawk in the backfield. Villapando's the wing. Handoff to Hawk, and he is stuffed. McCulloch was in motion that time, number 11. And Hawk, 3-yard loss. 2-yard loss. Third and 12. Minneapolis not afraid to throw the ball. Like running up the middle is a little tough. Got a couple pretty good sized boys in the middle there. Pitch out to Villapando, and he slips as he makes his cut.
He had a good lead block there.
Minneapolis will have to punt here. 4th down and 12. 4th and 14. Villapando lost a couple as he made his cut.
Number 3, is it, to punt? 1. Caden Griffin. No, number 9, that's Meckel.
It's a nice punt. That was Meckel with a nice punt. Gets the ball out to the Minneapolis 49-yard line. And there, the Knights will take over. Not too bad, a little bit of a breeze as we mentioned. Now let's see if we can stop that running attack of Sacred Hearts. I kind of thought they were going to be doing a lot of passing, but
they're 3 wide right here. There's the pass to number 4, completed. Bottled up after a 2-yard gain.
Nice job by number
8, 80.
88 and
81.
He'd turn this way. Number 15. Yeah, Derek Pischel comes up to make a stop from his safety position along with number 8, Kenny Kirk.
I formation, one run receiver split to each side.
And John Nelson all in on that tackle there.
Tailback
Stop.
gets maybe a yard.
Garcia up the gut. And a nice stop there by Minneapolis, and it'll be 3rd and 7 for the Knights. Just 3rd down territory, or 4 down territory is what I'm trying to get out.
Not at this time of the game. Back to pass, Anderson. Oh, I thought that was knocked away. Completed the 10. He's still on his feet.
Goodness. I thought Crew Martin had an interception.
Yep.
Must have went right through his hands and right into Sacred Heart receiver's hands. They're all the way down to the 16, 18-yard, 19-yard line. Nice pickup by the Knights. Hands off to
the hanky on the field.
They're going to whistle it dead.
The line of scrimmage.
Usually indicates a false start. Oh.
Lions. Encroachment, I'm guessing.
Yes. Not good.
So 1st and 5 for the Knights. At about the Minneapolis 15.
Handoff. Oh no, the fake handoff.
Oh, fake.
Passes it into the end zone way over the outstretched hand of his receiver. Incomplete.
Had me fooled.
Good fake handoff, and it froze the defense. Pass was clear into the corner of the end zone to number 23. And well above Caleb Gilliland's reach. Second down. 5. This time they do hand it off, and a good defensive play by Minneapolis up front. That's number 81 and number 42, Villapando and Hunter Allison.
4:43 to go here in the first quarter. Minneapolis up 6-0, but their backs against the wall here. The Knights in the red zone at about the 13-yard line, 12 to the 13-yard line.
Hand off again, and we stuff him. Nice play up front. That's Villapando again. Big stop. Villapando goes 200 pounds.
The Knights will go for it, looks like. 4th and 3.
That is 4 down the area there, that's for sure, on the 15-yard line.
No field goal kicker, I guess.
Pass is incomplete. Minneapolis will take over.
So Minneapolis makes 2 stops here. First one on a fumble recovery, second one on a turnover of downs. Deny the Knights the end zone here on their 2 opening drives.
Let's see if we can push it down the field here. Get back some of this field position.
We take over on our 13-yard line, 1st and 10. Friel and Hawk in the backfield. Villapando the slot.
And the pitch is to Villapando. Breaks to tackle. And out on the corner, they tackle him almost on the track. But they do finally get him down. I think he gave up, and they finally were able to tackle him. Nice pickup there of about 6 yards. triple option is what we're running. We'll fake to Hawk, and quarterback can keep, or he will pitch. And so far, the pitching to Villapando has worked well. This time, McCulloch. And around the corner he goes.
And might be a first down.
First down marker, and I think he rolled right over the top of it.
And it's a first down.
And he hurt his arm.
Uh-oh.
And it was the down marker he rolled on over there. That's not a good picture there.
Second first down by rushing for the Lions, third overall.
These guys have got to get those down markers out of there. Pitch to Villapando. He breaks a tackle and another tackle. He's still on his feet. Gets it out to about the 25-yard line. Nice pickup there. He's a tough runner.
Caden appears to be okay.
Just a stinger.
Yeah.
Good.
Probably, had a stinger in his elbow or
scary
shoulder.
Look with the arm a dangling. We've seen those before, haven't we, Dale?
Mm-hmm.
You want me to go on any further?
Nope. That was very grotesque.
Oh, that was too much. Creel keeps it. Falls forward for just one, maybe two.
Yeah, Brandon Comfort, we're talking about you.
Yeah. I can still see his eyes through that face mask.
Back in 2001.
Third and 2. We'll see what coach draws up. A lot of that triple option.
Timeout, Minneapolis.
And Coach Hahn wants timeout.
1:56 to go here in the first quarter. Minneapolis leading 6-0. Takes their first timeout. We'll be right back. All right, welcome back. 3rd and 3 for Minneapolis from their 31.
Nice to move the sticks here, Dale.
Oh, fumbled by Minneapolis. Real pounces on it.
The pitch was coming to Villapando. He just couldn't get a handle on it. And it'll be fourth down.
A couple yards. It's on the 29-yard line. 4th down and 4. So Meckel back to punt.
Another nice punt by Trent. Takes a Minneapolis roll.
This is going to be the 3rd time in a row the Knights are going to take over at midfield.
Heald downs it right there at the 50-yard line. Keep playing on our half of the field, Dale.
Got to wear that grass out.
Minute 19 left, first quarter. Knights back in possession. Minneapolis leading this game 6-0. Couple of big plays early on. Stretch the defense. Time to have that halfback.
Oh, late flag.
Well, that is a clip.
There's a flag in the backfield, and one came in from the east side.
Personal foul on Sacred Heart, going to the head. Call it a chop block. I call it clipping. When your arms go into the neck and head, that's head hunting.
15-yarder.
That's on Villapando. Got to have your head on a swivel when you're playing football, that's for sure.
You got to take the Knights back to their 33. 1st and about 25, something like that.
Should be the 35, but Oh, from the
point of
foul,
infraction.
yeah. That ball must
Tipped.
be a little wet, Dale.
Yeah.
Right through the hands of the receiver.
Tipped by number 80, and we had somebody right behind him. They couldn't get to it for an interception.
Farber couldn't get a grip on it. Goes out of bounds, incomplete. Second down and 27 to go for first down.
It'd be second and 28 about.
Yeah.
Second 27 on the board, but we jump offside.
Oh, I think he might have been drawn, but I saw a white
Their
jersey.
quarterback's clapping.
Yeah.
Ball start.
Yes. Good call.
Second penalty on the Knights. Second one on this drive. About 38 yards total.
Anderson, the quarterback, 6'3", 185, as Dale mentioned. Pretty tall drink of water.
Completes 21, the back.
Oh, nice tackle.
A little screen.
Hawk comes up to make sure tackle there.
Was completed.
Excuse me, that's Crew Martin, number 23.
They get to the 32-yard line.
Clock has him with 3rd and 23. It sure would be nice to stop him here.
Clock has a 37-yard line. I don't agree with that. Back to pass. Swallowed up.
There, we got him. We got him. 3-man rush, Dale, and finally a linebacker come up to help. And we sack Douglas. About a 4-yard loss. It will be fourth down. They'll have to punt, and we're going to turn it around. They're going to have to punt against the wind.
Yep.
Which would be fine with me.
So
At
after
the end of the
one
first quarter, go ahead, Dale.
After one quarter play, Minneapolis leads 6-0. And we'll be back for the Sacred Heart punt into the wind. Dale Leach and Mike Perry for Eagle Communications Channel 20. Okay, welcome back for the Knights punt to start the second quarter here. And they'll be punting into the wind. From their 26.
Back deep for Minneapolis is Caden Griffin, I believe, number 1. Good snap. Punts away. It's short. Boy, I hope he didn't touch it.
It just died. Took maybe 2 short bounces.
Meckel right there. It might have almost touched it.
Yeah, it was pretty close.
Now Minneapolis with the win. We'll see if we can move her down the field.
Which I don't think, yeah, it would have been. Yeah. Mm-hmm. So Minneapolis takes over on their 40, the Knights' 48-yard line. McCulloch in motion.
Nice pass. He's going to have to come back for it. Incomplete. Good coverage there by the Knights.
5, Nelson was the intended receiver.
It's kind of a back shoulder pass. That's pretty popular. We've got a flag in the backfield, though.
Probably holding.
I don't know.
On the Knights. Woo.
Somebody got clubbed. That's a 15-yard personal foul.
So the Lions get a first down by penalty.
Came down with the hammer, so I don't know exactly what happened. It is a personal foul, 15-yard penalty, Minneapolis. In good position here if we can keep her rolling.
Reversed from the slot. Villapando with the carry.
Kind of an inside handoff, as Dale mentioned. They do finally get him down. 2 or 3 yard gain.
About a 3-yard gain, as Mike said. 2nd and 7 coming up.
McElwain along with Cornick.
2nd and 8, actually, according to the clock.
Gully could get a breather. Glad the arm was all right. Oh, he's got room. He's going to go all the way, Dale.
Woo!
Wow.
From the 31-yard line.
Nice. Trent Mackel.
Around the right corner and cuts back to the left.
Cut right through the defenders and all the way to pay dirt. He's got a little speed, Dale.
31-yard gain for the touchdown.
Kenny Kirk will kick this time, Dale.
Okay.
Nelson will hold, and somebody's called a timeout.
Minneapolis. So, 10:53 to go here in the half. The lines are up 12-0, and we'll probably be discussing, should we go for 2? We'll be right back.
In motion that time, and
we will go for 2. Makes sense to me.
Me too, when you don't have a definitive kicker.
Well, you get it up to the 14. Pass.
Oh, what a catch.
To number 1.
Big catch by Caden Griffin. Put it up in the air, and he went up to get it.
He had to fight off the defender.
Nice catch. Sure-handed catch by Griffin, and that's a 2-point conversion. And Dale, you had that one pegged. That puts us up to 14 after the missed extra point for first touchdown, and Minneapolis on top, 14-0. We'll be back with the kickoff here in just a minute.
All right. Lines up 14-0. 10:53 to go in the second quarter. Kicking with the wind at their back, and Villapando will be doing the kickoff.
I'm not understanding.
Short kick. Got the bounce this time. We did. Oh, didn't go 10 yards. There it did.
There it is. We got it.
Yep.
I think Sacred Heart was waiting for it to get to that.
Yeah,
10-yard mark,
they didn't need to.
We do, and finally, it got chipped over there.
It kind of bounced back onto the Minneapolis side of the field, and I think they actually batted it forward.
I believe you're right.
Onto their half.
It did get there somehow. I thought somebody chipped it. Minneapolis back on offense here. 10:52 left in the first half. Sacred Heart with a little bit of a muff there. Now the handoff is stuffed this time.
Villapando, I think. Yep.
Yes. 3-yard loss. The back judge has got a towel, but I don't know that it's moisturizing out there, is it, Dale?
Not much. There's a few bits of drips on the camera here.
Friel, quarterback. Hawk, the lone setback. Now McCulloch in motion.
Hawk up the gut.
Hawk gets back to the original line of scrimmage. Thought
he might have got a yard beyond that before they knocked him back, but Umpire doesn't agree.
Third down.
3rd and 10.
Friel over discussing the choice of play here to be called by the coach. Got the wind. Should you take a shot down the field?
Well, at least part way.
Got man coverage here on this end. That's McCulloch. Excuse me. They're going the other way, though.
And there's a hanky. A yellow hanky.
Head linesman has something.
False start on the Lions.
And it's Minneapolis. They'll back us up 5. Put us back to the 45-yard line. It'll be 3rd and 15.
He was going to heave it to the left.
He was. Caden Griffin over here to the right. Nelson to the left. Villapando in motion. Handoff is to Hawk. He has running room, gets the corner.
Got the first down and beyond.
And down the field he goes. Nice run. Beautifully executed play by Minneapolis. The line did a nice job blocking there up front, that's for sure. Hawk all the way down to the Sacred Heart 33-yard line.
Hawk had a good head of steam rolling there.
Once he turned the corner, he's a little tough to bring down at full speed as well. Got Sacred Heart on their heels. Be nice to put some points on the board. There goes Hawk again. Up the middle.
Got about 3 yards, possibly.
3, maybe 4. Down to the 30-yard line.
Martin, is that 23, comes in for Hawk?
Yes, Crew Martin. Got Hawk at 165 pounds, Dale. It sure doesn't look like it from this angle. In motion is McCulloch. And
I'm glad he held on to that ball. It was going to be a pitch to McCulloch, but
he was
in the grasp.
Yeah, he was thinking about it, pitching it, but no.
Going to bring a 3rd and 13 from the Minneapolis 36.
Well, Hawk picked it up last time. Let's see if we can pick up another long 3rd down. And I believe Sacred Heart calls a timeout this time.
Sacred Heart calls a timeout. So we'll take one with them. Minneapolis leading 12-0 with 14-0, 7:29 to go here in the second quarter. Mike Perry and Dale Leach for Eagle Communications Channel 20. We'll be right back.
Well,
all right, we're back.
Stocking caps are out already, Dale. 65 degrees. 3rd and 13. Friel in trouble. Tucks it up. And we'll pick up just a couple. It'll be 4th down and 10. Friel's ran out of bounds.
Gets it to about the 32.
By the left side of that Sacred Heart Knight defense.
Do we punt here or go for it?
That's a 33-yard line. You could pin them deep.
Meckel's coming in. That would indicate punt. Yep, that's what they're lining up in.
He is a pretty decent runner, as we just found out earlier, so why not pin him deep?
Pass.
Oh my.
Broken up by the linebacker.
Waited way too long to throw that one. Almost picked off.
52 for the Knights, stepping in front of the pass to Villapando.
Play was there, though, Dale.
Mm-hmm.
And as you thought, they would probably go for it. With Meckel in the backfield, he can throw the ball and run the ball, as we've seen earlier. So, good weapon to have back there as a punter. 6:55 left first half. Sacred Heart with the ball. I formation. They'll hand it off.
14, the ball carrier, gets around the corner.
That's Jared McCartney.
Up to the
Garcia. Garcia with most of the carries so far in here in the first half.
Sacred Heart 39. It's 2nd and 3. Or 2.
8-yard pickup.
Not this
there's
time.
A nice tackle.
23,
23, I believe, in that Crew Martin.
Yep, Crew Martin. Big stick in the backfield for the loss. Back to the 35.
Sure tackle in the backfield as he slipped through past that block.
6 minutes to go here in the second.
Makes it a little different calling his third down play.
Completed
the
pass.
On the money and down to the Minneapolis 49-yard line.
To number 10.
On a nice catch by Trace Lenners. They've got the stick set and they're going to wind the clock. Another pass play. This time it's caught as well. Lenners once again. We even had one under and one behind on the defense, and he still made the catch. 6-yard pickup.
2nd and about 4.
5:23 left. First half.
Hand off the fullback. He stopped for maybe a yard or 2 gain.
They did get a little push from behind there, and they did get a yard or so. It's going to make it a little bit close. They're going to measure. Take a look at it anyway.
They got the ball just over.
They aren't even going to measure. They're going to give them the first down, and away we go.
So the Knights are putting together their first fairly sustained drive of the night. That's a couple of good drives that got stopped, but I think this is the longest drive maybe.
39-yard line. And plenty of time here, and they're going to call a timeout.
Yep. A little confusion there. So we'll be back. Minneapolis leading 14-0, 4:46 to go in the half. Okay, both teams are back on the field now. First and 10 for the Knights from the Minneapolis 39. Lions could use a big stop here.
Douglas under center, the pitch out. He has running room. We need to tackle him. That's Douglas again, 5'11", 160-pound tailback.
Their third first down by rushing here in the second quarter. Moves the ball to the 28 of Minneapolis.
Clock a ticking.
Back to pass.
Osherman with the defense. Is he there? No. Good catch.
Touchdown.
He went up for it at the same time as Sacred Heart, the receiver, and the ball floated out a little further, and Sacred Heart made the catch for the touchdown.
I couldn't see.
Levi in good position there.
I assume that was 10, but I couldn't tell. From the 28-yard line.
Yes, I believe you're right. It was Leonard's. That kick is true.
And good.
And the extra point is good.
So this makes the score 14-7 in favor of the Lions. 4:20 to go here in the second quarter. We'll be back with the night kickoff. All right, welcome back. 4:20 to go in the half. The Knights kicking off into the wind. We'll see if they kick it away or do the short kick stuff that Minneapolis has been doing.
The way Minneapolis lines up, it's going to be an onside kick every time. I think Sacred Heart's going to kick away. Yeah,
Nope.
Just a little pooch kick. Goes out of bounds.
Out of bounds.
Yeah, we'll take it right there, won't we?
Yes, we can. Or 35 makes more sense to take it at your 41.
Yes. Good start right there for Minneapolis. Plenty of time here left in the first half for Minneapolis to get a drive underway and maybe get that touchdown back.
Illegal procedure on the Knights. A penalty. Minneapolis gets the ball at the 41. With the wind at their backs.
McCulloch in motion, and the handoff is up the gut.
Hawk with the carry.
2-yard pickup. Maybe 3.
Gets it to the 45.
McCulloch.
They're going to say 4 yards. It's 2nd and 6. Clock ticking away down to 3:50 in the half. 2 men in motion.
And 2 flags in the air.
Hey, I think you can only have 1 man in motion at the same time.
You're absolutely right.
So that'd be an illegal procedure on Minneapolis. 3rd penalty of the half for the Lions. The Knights with 4. So that 4-yard gain would be negated with a 5-yard penalty. Makes 2nd and 11. The Knights decline.
Huh. Interesting. I guess another play would take another 30, 40 seconds. Maybe they're thinking they're going to get the ball back here with another shot at the end zone. Villapando in motion.
Oh, we fumble.
Creel picks it up and maybe back to the line of scrimmage. So a muff there, and we're back to 4th down, and that's
4th and 9.
exactly why Sacred Heart declined that penalty. He didn't want to give us another down.
Knuckle gets on the field to punt.
With the win. Nice punt.
And a better roll. Takes it to the
Out the 12-yard line.
Sacred Heart 12, exactly, about what they're going to put it.
Can't believe that back judge wasn't back there to spot it. He was 15 yards away.
Well, you know, the punt's been rather short previous to this.
Sacred Heart will take over. 2:40 left.
Clock says on the 13. "46-yard punt.
handoff to either Douglas or Garcia. And a good tackle there by
14 ball carrier.
Minneapolis. That's McCartney that time. With the carry, 2:22 left now.
No gain, 2nd and 10.
No gain on the play, brings up 2nd and 10 for the night.
Pitch back.
Oh, he slipped. That helps.
That's McCartney again. Gain of 2 or 3. Maybe 4. Minute 50 left.
I'd say 4 yards. 3rd and 6 coming up. Clock down to 1:43 in the half.
They may not have any timeouts left.
They have
Dale.
one.
Do they have one?
Each team has one.
Incomplete pass.
The hands of the intended receiver, which stops the clock.
Bendel.
Half a play. It's Minneapolis 14, Sacred Heart 7. Sorry, we had a disc malfunction, so we missed the last 2 plays of that half. But Minneapolis completed a long pass down to Griffin for the first down at just as time was expiring. So
good first
that's
half.
the way it ends, with the Lions leading 14-7. Scott Osherman has been making some stats for us. We'll be back with those in a minute. Okay, before we get Scott's Osherman's stats, we'll do a little recap here on what I've been keeping. Minneapolis scored 6 in the first quarter, Sacred Heart none. In the second quarter, Minneapolis scored 8, Sacred Heart 7 for the current 14-7 score. Sacred Heart with 2 turnovers, Minneapolis with none. Each team with 6 first downs in the first half. Minneapolis 3 by rushing, 2 by passing, and 1 on penalty. Sacred Heart 2 on rushing, 4 on passing. Penalties, Minneapolis had 3, Sacred Heart 4. Scoring for Minneapolis at 10:08 in the first quarter. Villapando with the 7-yard run. The kick failed, making it 6-0. And Minneapolis scored with 10:58 to go in the second on a Meckel 31-yard run. And the pass from Friel to Griffin on the 2-point conversion made it an 8-point score for that drive. And the total score at that time was 14-0. Sacred Heart came back with 4:20 to go after an extended drive in the second quarter with a pass from Anderson, I think, to Lenners of 28 yards. And then they had the kick for the extra point, making the score the current 14-7. We'll be back with Scott Osherman's stats here in a second.
Welcome back to Minneapolis High School football here, as Minneapolis with some real rough stats here for the first half. Minneapolis came out, started the game with the first play of the ball game, which was a nice pass. It was a option pass, which they tossed it to Caden McCulloch, which Caden McCulloch is our backup quarterback. Caden dropped back, throws a 50-yard pass to number 1, Caden Griffin.
We run that play at least once every year.
Yeah, and
it was
a very, very nice start for our passing side. So that kind of leads into my stats here. For Minneapolis passing-wise, Minneapolis was 3 for 6 passing for 78 yards. One of those passes coming on that 50-yarder from McCulloch to Griffin. And then
that was
Griffin,
the 50-yarder you said?
Yeah, and then Griffin, he had all the receiving yards. He caught the extra point, and then he caught the 25-yard pass later on. So passing-wise, 3 for 6 for 78 yards for passing. Rushing-wise, Minneapolis had really did a nice job with containing the ball, rushing, and they mixed it up a little bit. 23 carries for 105 yards. Tyson Villapando had some nice runs in there, a 19-yarder at one point, had a 22-yarder. Tristan Hawk had 2 nice runs, one for 31 yards and another for 22 yards. Caden McCulloch ran the ball well. Derek Friel has probably got negative yards just because of the fact that we've also put the ball on the ground a little bit from the snap. But rushing-wise, 23 rushes for 105 yards. For Sacred Heart, they've 17. They rushed the ball a little bit. They fumbled once. 17 total carries for rushing for only 37 yards. I felt like we have done a really nice job of containing them. They had a short field a couple times, and that's what's giving them that drive.
Well,
Passing-wise,
3 times they started at the 50-yard line or in.
Passing-wise, they're 6 for 10 for 56, one of those being a 20-yard touchdown in the corner. Nicely covered, but the kid just out-jumped him, went up in the air and got it. Then they had a little 12-yard pass and another 12-yard pass. So Sacred Heart total offense is around 93 yards. Minneapolis total offense is about 183 yards. So a nice start for the Minneapolis Lions first half. They're up 14-7, and it's going to be a challenge in the second half if it continues to mist out there. Not terribly. I'm sitting in the stands. I'm not getting terribly wet, but it is a little bit misty out there, which does create – it looks like Sacred Heart's had a little bit more trouble holding on to the ball with some poor snaps, but Minneapolis has had their fair share as well. So penalties-wise, I don't know if you went through this. Sacred Heart
didn't have the total.
Had 3 penalties for 35 yards, 2 personal fouls, and then a legal procedure. Minneapolis had 4 penalties for 25 yards, one of them a holding. The other 2 were legal procedure and 1 a defensive encroachment. So not too bad for Minneapolis starting out. They did give up that 1 touchdown, and I'm sure they're beating themselves up a little bit on that. But overall, not too bad of a first half of football, but we still got a second half to go.
Yep. I've really been rather surprised that Sacred Heart has run the ball more than they've thrown.
Well, they are
Skidmore and Leonard for wideouts.
Skidmore's out.
Oh, okay.
So Skidmore is injured and out. Trace Leonard becomes their number 1 receiver. But week 1, Skidmore went out with a concussion.
Oh, okay.
So you're right. They are a passing offense, and you've seen it. They can pass the ball right there. There's been some good corners and linebackers that have done a nice job. They've hit some little in routes and so on and so forth, but we're just going to have to mind our P's and Q's and not get burned because they do have that potential. So,
well, that gives some explanations why they're running more than I would have expected them to.
Yep. Week 1, I think I might have been the first quarter. Skidmore went out with a concussion. So not a good thing. So anyway, that's the rundown. I'll be back after the game with some second half stats.
Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Appreciate it, Scott.
Appreciate it.
We'll be back. Do you need them? Okay, welcome back for second half action. Lions leading 14-7. Ought to be a Donnybrook of a second half, Mike.
It'll be interesting. Scott and I off camera, I guess what you call off mic, we were talking about the second half and the way Sacred Heart will throw the ball quite a bit here in the second half, but he and I both thought Minneapolis had the capabilities of doing that as well. They brought another 2 defenders up into the box, so that pitch is not working for us as it did early in the first quarter. Good defensive adjustment by Sacred Heart, but Minneapolis not really able to run the ball like they did early on, with the exception of the little different twist with Trent Meckel and the carry that he had for the second touchdown for Minneapolis. So I'm sure Coach will make a few adjustments here and there. And
that's what the game is all about.
And
you adjust and go on.
Get that offense clicking again. You know Sacred Heart's going to get in there for a touchdown or 2 here in the second half. So we'll need to match their intensity. Minneapolis will kick off here to start the second half. Villapando. Let's see if they do the onside kick number as they have so far the 3 times they've kicked off.
Well, we will be kicking into the wind again. That will probably dictate some things. Oh, we're switching sides of the field.
I thought we should have the wind here to start the second half. They get the ball, but we kick with the wind. Villapando is a one-step and kick, so if he's kicking onside, they better move up another defender.
Is the onside? It's far enough. 33 though for the Knights, recovers it at their 49.
And takes a hit from Minneapolis. Ball will not come loose. That's Carter with the coverage for Sacred Heart. And they take over on their 49-yard line. You know, I don't know if I like that. That gives them excellent field position.
Mm-hmm. But if we can't kick it away, you can't kick it away.
Well, you'd think someone would be able to get it 30 yards down the field.
A fumbled ball, and he's going to take a knee at the 40-yard line.
Tripped up, and good pressure by
39-yard
Minneapolis
line, actually.
in the backfield as David Anderson.
Mike, we were so spoiled by 10 years of the Oxels
Yeah,
on kicking.
kickers. Plenty of leg. Pitch out. It's Garcia around the right side of the line, and he's tackled nicely over there by Villapando and number 81, Hunter Allison. Good defense by Minneapolis. Still,
3rd and 9.
well,
Or more than that.
19.
Oh, yeah, 3rd and 19. Third and 18 on the clock.
Yeah. 3rd down. Big 3rd down here if we can hold them to where they'll have to punt against the wind. Pass play. And wide open over the middle, and he's going to have first down.
Yep. Mm-hmm. 23 is pass receiver.
Caleb Gilliland. No, he's not going to have a first down.
Oh, okay.
It is close enough that they will measure this time, I believe. He's going to take another look at it. I believe this time he's going to call it 4th down. Yep, they're going to measure it. Well, the line curves right there, Dale. I'm not having a very good feeling about this.
Short.
They're short. Just a couple feet. Last time they went on a short one like that, quarterback sneaked it and pushed her right on up there.
So 4th and yard. And the center will be under, or the quarterback will be under center.
And the quarterback sneak finds a hole, ducks up in there for the first down. A long pass killed us. And the catch and run, the run afterwards, gained them another 7 yards. Got them close to that first down. And the quarterback sneak. Sacred Heart's in business on the Minneapolis 39-yard line. Hand off to Garcia. We've got him.
McCulloch grabbed him.
Hunter Allison, McCulloch.
Pollock was the initial hitter. Had him high. Allison comes in and finished him off.
Nice job.
Second and about 16.
Nice 5-6 yard loss. .9:36 left, third quarter. Just underway. Comes Douglas. He's going to keep it. Oh, and a nice arm tackle by
Drew Martin.
Drew Martin. He's been tough out there on the edge.
Little guy.
He's made a couple of nice tackles out there. No gain.
Maybe a yard. The clock says 3rd and 14.
Another pass over the middle. It's wide open.
Heck of a tackle there by Filipando.
Filipando
Hangs on to the ball. First down.
Laid the leather to him that time.
Am I calling first down prematurely? I called it premature. Nope.
It is first down. Sacred Heart moving the ball down the field with the pass. That's a big hit by Tyson. And as you mentioned, Dale, surprised he hung on to the ball.
Ball's left. Knocked out by Meckel.
Meckel with a one-leg tackle shows Douglas out of bounds. Not before he picks up
9 yards. Yep. 8.
Knocked out of bounds. Hand off
14
to McCartney. And
doesn't
he's
get much.
knocked down by the up front 4.
Third and 2.
Cornick heads to the bench for equipment adjustment.
Yeah, quarterback sneak.
Well, they get pretty good push, don't they, up front?
Yep. Gets the first down.
Good time to get a wet ball. Passed. Oh, he
Caught.
did. He caught it.
Yep, a 10. Nicely defended by 12. But great pass by Anderson to Lenners. That's the 7:18 mark.
Well, they move it with the pass. And Skidmore, you say, is out. Extra point attempt is good.
So the Knights tie the score with 7:18 remaining.
14,
in the third.
14 unanswered points.
And that ball was approximately on about the 19-yard line, something like that. We'll be back. Okay, welcome back. The Knights take the ball down the field on their first possession of the half and tie the score at 14-all, making it a new ball game. Now it's the Lions' turns to strike back here and try to regain the lead.
Deep for Minneapolis, number 52. As we noticed the first time around, Cleveland. And Levi Oshman.
Griffin with the was the recipient of the kick, and he gets about 5 yards on the return, maybe 4.
Nice return. Got under it and moved it up the field to about the 40-yard line. 41.
Placed it at 41. Caden Griffin is a transfer, I guess, Mike, from El Saline this year. Nice addition to the squad.
Scott said he'll be a nice addition to the basketball team as well. Filipando in motion. Gets the pitch out. Runs it up.
It's about 7.
Cuts it up in there for 6-7 yard pickup, as Dale mentioned. Sacred Heart bringing a few more up into the box. Try and stop that run.
2nd and 4. About a 6-yard gain, I guess. Keeper by Friel.
He's hit hard right at the line of
maybe a yard.
scrimmage. No gain. Third and 3. Yeah, he might have picked up a yard, I guess.
Got a yard.
A little tough going there. Kolek in motion. Gets the pitch out, and he's going nowhere.
Big loss. 5, 7, 8 yards maybe.
I think Friel should have.
Yeah.
I thought he was looking to pass. I didn't look downfield to see if he had an open receiver.
The 4th and 9 coming up.
Mackel back to punt.
5:30 to go here in the third quarter, excuse me.
Shanked it.
High.
Well, it didn't quite go out of
Sacred Heart
bounds.
bounce there. Goes out of bounds at the 38 of Sacred Heart.
Knights will
39.
be in business there.
39-yard line of Sacred Heart. 38. Well, I had it to begin with.
You're right. 5:14 left, third quarter. And we'll see if we can get a stop here. Sacred Heart will have the wind. As Dale mentioned, not much of one, but 10-15 mile an hour breeze.
Humboldt is right through the wickets.
Right through the wickets. And right on past. The tailback had to jump on that one.
Moves the ball back to the 39.
McCartney in the backfield jumped on it, and he's coming out.
Or the 34-yard line, actually.
Garcia back in.
2nd and 14 from the 34. 4:40 to go here in the third quarter. Complete to number 23.
Sandwiched out there by 2 Minneapolis defenders. Back on the bottom's a little slow getting up. Number 57 and
can't see the number of the Lion is having a hard time getting up. Official timeout. We'll be back when they get this sorted out.
that might be Levi. Bye.
It was Levi Oshman. He's limping a little bit, but apparently nothing of great concern. He will have to come off the field for one play, at least. Athletic Director Mortimer says to walk it off. Keep walking.
He's been there before. He knows exactly what to tell a young man. He's got smacked pretty good and a little dinged up.
Okay, it's 3rd and 7 for the Knights. From their 42.
Need a stop.
Back to pass. Long. Broken up
Nice
by Griffin.
job.
Oh, no. Late flag.
He was playing the ball. Pick it up.
They're discussing where the ball was moving to. Not picking it up.
Good grief. That's a terrible call. Our defender was playing the ball all the way. He was not, I didn't think he was interfering at all.
Okay, so the ball was on the 38. Be a 15-yard penalty. 5, 10, 15-yarder. Give the first down by penalty.
I don't agree with that one. I saw the whole play from here, and he went up and slapped the ball away as the ball was coming down in there. Unless he had his hand on
him.
Yeah, on his back,
Yeah.
or off shoulder. Looked like a good play from here. First down, Sacred Heart.
First pass completed to Lenners, number 10.
Trace Lenners.
Make a 2nd and 7.
Pretty sure tackle
Or
there
2nd
by
and 3.
McCulloch.
2nd and 4, actually. Garcia, the ball carrier.
Caught from behind by number 70 and met at the corner by Villapando. So nice play there by Heald and Villapando to limit the gain. It's going to be 3rd down. Long 4.
3rd and 4 from the Minneapolis 37.
See that slippery ball show up here. Oh, he's wide open. Down the field he goes. No one there.
Receivers recovered. There's a big open space to the left, so he says, I'll take it.
David Anderson, the backup. Is he the backup quarterback?
No.
Or he is the quarterback, isn't he?
Yeah.
I didn't know if Skidmore was the starter or not.
No.
2:45 left in this 3rd quarter. First down, Knights.
And off 14, trying the right side.
He gets the corner and turns it, goes upfield for about a gain of 8 or 9. We've been on defense a lot, Dale.
And we have a timeout. Official timeout, I guess. Second and 2.
Handoff up the middle and no go. Villapando hit him first, and the rest of the Lions chip in, and hold him right there.
Gave him a yard maybe. Quarterback sneak time, Mike.
It's been their play of
3rd and 1.
been very successful for them. Play of choice right there. And they get another push. Enough for a first down, I believe.
Mm-hmm.
They're going to give it to him.
Yep.
Anderson on the carry. 2-yard gain to the right. 1st and 10. The line, 18-yard line.
In the red zone at the 18-yard line. 1st and 10 for the Knights.
Well, the pass interference play is looming large here in this drive. Kept the drive alive for the Knights. They're down, knocking on the door now. Minute 15 left, 3rd quarter. Pass over the middle. No. Oh,
Intercepted!
we picked it off. They're going to give it to
intercepted.
I thought they might have let it call it a trap because he hit the ground.
No, he had it in his hands.
Yeah, he had it in his hands, and then the next thing he did, he caught his balance on the ball on the ground.
I didn't see who it was.
It was a nice play, and they're going to give it to Minneapolis.
Cooper Thompson with the interception.
Excellent.
3rd turnover of the game for the Knights.
Ball come out. Now let's see if we can get something rolling here. Minute 6 left, 3rd quarter.
And we put the ball on the carpet.
Hawk there to fall on it. 1-yard gain. And about 75 or 80 awes. Friel. Nice pass out in the flat, and
Play both ways, ref. Come on.
well,
Intended for 5, that would be official.
Nelson.
Nelson, yeah.
They both went up for the ball, and that's exactly what our defender did at the earlier call.
Third and 9 on the Minneapolis 17. Oh,
He picks it up twice, and he's up the field he goes. How many times that ball hit the ground, Dale?
yeah. I can say, did I see that ball hit the ground? I did.
I did. Actually twice, I thought. But anyway, Villapanda with some quick hands, quick feet, gathers the ball back in, and up the field he goes, and rumbles on down for Minneapolis first down. 15-yard gain, and it could have been disaster.
And we're going to let the clock run out. After 3 quarters to play, it's tied 14-all. Minneapolis jumped up to a 14-0 lead in the first half, and Sacred Heart has scored 14 unanswered points to tie it. And we're going to come down to the final decisive quarter here. 14-all. We'll be right back. Mike Perry and Dale Leach here on Eagle Communications, Channel 20. Okay, welcome back for the 4th quarter here.
Minneapolis on their own 32-yard line. Nice long sustained drive would be nice here. McCulloch in motion. And the pass over the middle, wide open.
The Griffins.
All the way down to the Sacred Heart 30-yard line.
32.
Nice pass right over the middle, wide open. They're up playing that run, Dale, and it's loosened up the secondary, and the pass was there big time.
From the 32 to the 30, so
they get drawn up trying to stop that pitch out, and we'll make them pay down the field. Nice throw and catch. Good pass by Friel. Pitch out to McCulloch.
He's dropped for a loss.
Can't get the corner.
I'm not going to say Caden's slow, but he's not the speediest of our backs, I wouldn't think. I wouldn't want to race against him.
No. He runs pretty good backstretch.
We have a Sacred Heart player down. Going to be looked at. No, he's looked like he's got a leg cramp. They're stretching out his calf. Being official timeout, he'll have to miss a play. So 2nd and 12 coming up for the Lions when we come back. We'll be right back. Okay, play's going to resume. 11:10 to go in the game. 4th quarter anyway. 2nd 11 for Minneapolis.
Hand off to Hawk. Maybe a couple off left tackle.
Third and 9 coming up.
Yeah, maybe just one. Maybe you got a couple.
Well, yeah, it was, we were 2nd and 12, I think. I think he got 3 yards there.
Friel pass. Oh, mercy.
Intended for Griffin. McCulloch was wide open on the outside.
McCulloch was wide open. I thought the pass was headed in his direction. He was wide open, but Friel's intended target was Griffin.
4th and 9, we will not punt. Need a first down badly. 2 receivers left, 1 right. High back behind Friel. Broken up by a Knight defender, number 4. So the Knights hold. Will take over on their 29.
A little bit further in distance, that would have been McCulloch again. He's been open twice over there, I thought. 10-17 left in this contest. Sacred Heart Knights back with the ball. We'll see if we can get another stop. Or how about a pick 6? They're going to be throwing the ball right after they run it this time. That's Garcia. 6 foot, 185-pound tailback.
Score remains 14-14. 10 minutes to go in the 4th quarter.
Osherman loosened up that leg a little bit. Pitch out it once again. This time tripped up.
14, the ball carrier.
McCarthy gets a few. Still going to be 3rd down and 4. fakes the pitch out, and they try to hand it off, and we're right there.
Nothing doing.
A little bit of a Statue of Liberty type thing.
33 was the ball carrier. Going to make a 4th and 6 at least.
And with the wind, they're going to punt the ball away. And with the wind, takes a nice bounce and rolls dead about the 33-yard line. Nice punt. Minneapolis will take over. Plenty of time left in this game.
8:09 in the 4th remaining. "34-yard punt for the Knights. This Minneapolis at their 33. 1st and 10.
Hand off to Hawk. He gets a couple.
Heel gets up limping.
Cornick.
Is that Cornick? Okay.
With a little bit. Got 361s on the, I think biggest one's Cornick. I think he rolled the ankle. That'll be a little sore in the morning.
Hawk. No. Pitch out to Villapando on the left side. 1st down.
Late pitch. I thought it was Hawk with the ball up the middle. The initial call, but Villapando come around the end. Nicely done by the Minneapolis offense. 1st down, Minneapolis on the Minneapolis 47-yard line. Kulik in motion. Friel's going to be sacked.
A loss of almost 10 yards.
Our receivers look like they're pretty easy to cover. They just go down there and turn around.
Actually, the ball's going to be at the 40, so 6-yard loss. 2nd and 16 coming up.
There we go.
Made up quite a big chunk. He's a slicer.
Got half of it.
Third and 8. 3rd and 7 coming up. At the Minneapolis 48. 5:50 left in the 4th quarter in this 14-14 tie. Hawk again. 1st down and more.
Nice run. He would have kept his balance. He's trying to get as much speed out of those legs as possible and all the way down to the the Sacred Heart 15-yard line. Nice carry there by Tristan Hawk.
To the Knights 16-yard line in the red zone.
Got lost his balance 2 or 3 times across here. Maintained footing all the way across and finally run out of bounds about the 15-yard line. Nice run by Hawk. they're going to have to watch him up the gut. They've been turning him loose the last couple of plays.
Rio kept it. Followed Hawk, taking out from behind.
Not much of a gain there as he
No gain
is
at
ridden
all.
down from behind before he got to the hole.
A few inches, maybe. Still second and 10.
Clock is down to about 5 minutes left in this contest.
5:05 right now.
Double wing, set up, single set back. We put a man in motion every time. Kulik this time. Handoff is to Hawk again up the gut. And they're watching for him. This time he's taken down with nose tackle and linebacker right at the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, 3rd and 4. No, it's at the 14. 3rd and 8.
Yeah. Long 8.
Four down territory for sure.
Yes. No field goal kicker. Pass. Oh!
Oh, rod dropped. Broken up.
He took his eyes off of it, right in his hands, Dale.
Yep. Nelson was the intended receiver.
Right in the old hands.
4th and 8 coming up.
He turned and looked before he put it away. Darn it. It was there. Oh, we're
gonna attempt the field goal. We're short a man.
Yeah, got 10.
Take a timeout. Timeout.
Thank you, Coach.
So Minneapolis takes their first time out of the second half. 3:50 to go in the 4th.
Just had 10 guys.
10 men on the field. The left end was naked. It was exposed for a blocker. With the kicking into the wind.
Yeah, and before we could get that player on there, I think we were going to run out of time.
Yes,
And
no doubt about it.
our place kicker could not handle another 5 yards on the
No.
field goal try.
This will be a stretch in itself.
And if he can kick this field goal, Dale, I think we ought to kick off
Yes.
more often. Unless this is a fake all the way, which it very well could be. If Nelson is the holder, I'll be darned. It's good.
No, short. It was true, just a little bit short. 3:44 to go. It's 14 all. The Knights will take over on their 14-yard line
I believe so.
with an opportunity to try to put the game away.
They have enough time. Minneapolis is going to have to stiffen up here.
Yep. Okay, they're on their 20 on the missed field goal. First
Always
down.
a chance for an interception or a turnover here. They're going to run the ball.
Big hit by McCulloch. Drops the ball carrier.
Nice tackle, Caden. No gain. We hold him 3 and out. We'll have time to
Second 10.
Still have time to get the ball in the end zone, won't we?
He runs it out of bounds.
There's a stack up over there of Minneapolis
Three
Lions.
Minneapolis guys down.
They all took a hit. Villapando, the last one to get up.
He got 4 yards out of that. 3rd and 6 coming up.
Backus back in. We need some pressure on that.
Timeout, Sacred Heart. 3:07 remaining in the fourth quarter. It's tied at 14. Sacred Heart's at their 25. 3rd and 5 coming up.
Well, you burn your Nike shoes yet, Dale?
I don't have any. I would if I had them. Third and 5 for the Knights.
Big play right here. Sacred Heart pass. And the flat it goes, and the pass is caught, knocked out of bounds
For a first down.
by Nelson. First down, and the catch is made by Gilliland. The Knight 31-yard line.
6-yard gain.
3 minutes left in the contest. Pitch out. That's McCartney. He's got the corner. He's brought down from behind, but not after he has picked up 12. Clock sticks are set.
First and 10 on the Knight 44. 2:45 remaining in the fourth.
Handoff. And
Stuck.
nice stick.
Yard gain maybe.
Number 81. That's Hunter Allison with another nice defensive play. Left linebacker for Minneapolis. Has made quite a few tackles on the edge. Oh, incomplete.
Little
Off
high.
the hand.
A little high.
And a timeout taken by Minneapolis this time. Pretty good game. All the scoring first half, pretty much. Sacred Heart
One in the third quarter. Yep.
tied her up in the third quarter.
We'll be back. Okay, 2:02 left in the fourth quarter. It's 14 all. The Knights are on their 46-yard line. 3rd and 8.
Another big third down here. He can't make the catch.
Little high. 4th and 8 coming up.
Lenners cannot bring it in. Allison with the coverage.
4th and 8. Sacred Heart sets up for a punt from their 46. Got to watch the fake. Wobbler.
Pretty good punt.
That Sacred Heart roll.
Oh my.
Go to
Right.
the end zone. Go to the end zone. It did.
It did. Wow. We got
Minneapolis
lucky.
get the ball on the 20. We'll be back.
Like it was going to die on the
1:46 to go.
1-yard line.
Okay, Minneapolis first and 10 from their 20. 1:46 to go in the fourth.
Man in motion is Villapando. They hand it off to Hawk. Up the middle he goes, and a nice gain there. Takes it out to about the 28, 29-yard line.
2nd and 3 from the 27. 1:20 to go. Hawk again. First down. Did the ball come out?
No. He flipped it out.
Okay.
He was on the ground when
First down at the 31. 106 in the fourth. 70 yards to pay dirt.
McCulloch with a nice catch.
First down at the Minneapolis 47. Illegal procedure on Minneapolis. False start. Our second penalty of the half.
We got Sacred Heart players picking up hankies and throwing them. Seconds.
46.9 ticks. First and 15 from our 42.
Handoff up the middle. Hawk, gain of 2. Timeout.
No huddle. 25 seconds left. Over Nelson's head. The clock will stop.
Not a lot of time left.
Nope.
What, 2 plays, Dale?
Yep, third and 12 from the Minneapolis 45. 20 seconds left. Hawk with the carry. Gets to
Timeout.
midfield. No timeout. There, gets down to the 10-second mark. Sacred Heart takes timeout. We'll be back. Okay, it's 4th and 7 for Minneapolis from the 50-yard line. 10.7 seconds remaining in the fourth. And we set up the punt. Makes the Minneapolis bounce. And it's going to stop with 1.6 seconds left on the Sacred Heart 24. We'll be back. Okay, 1.6 seconds left, 14 all. If the Knights are smart, they'll kneel on it. They're going to go for broke.
Wind at their back. I think I'd take a shot down the field. They've spread the field.
And they take a timeout. Okay, 1.6 seconds. Knights at their 23. They're lining up to pass. They called a timeout after seeing how Minneapolis lined up last time. They're going to go for broke here. Pump fake. He's going, nope.
They had him. He throws
Out of
it away.
bounds. Yep. That's the way the standard time ends. 14 all. We'll be back with overtime. Okay, Minneapolis won the toss. Deferred to Sacred Heart going first on the overtime exchange. That's what you always do. Give the other guy the chance to do what they can do so you know what you got to do to beat them on your turn. Whoever scores the most in overtimes wins.
Pitch out. And Minneapolis there for the stop. It's number 14.
Second and 8 for the Knights.
Hand off again to McCartney. This time pulled down right at the line of scrimmage by Heald.
Third and goal from the 7.
Back to pass. Pressure's on. Uh-oh, he's got the corner. And the pass is broken up nicely. Nice play by number 15.
4th and 7 coming up. 4th and goal from the 7. They're going to do a field goal attempt.
I don't blame him. Just don't rough the kicker.
Good. They go out in front 17-14.
So a touchdown will win it.
Yep. Okay, Minneapolis needs to score a touchdown to win or a field goal to tie here. Keep the overtime going if we don't get things going, but we need to go for the win.
Yep.
Intercepted.
No, they both came down with it. That's Minneapolis ball then. Yeah.
Yes!
Both of them come down with it. It's the offense.
Griffin.
That's cool.
Number 1, Griffin with the overtime catch from Friel, making it 20-17, the final. Sudden victory for the Minneapolis Lions. They're 2-0 in the season, and the Knights 0-2. How about that, Mike?
I like the sound of that. Well, they both came down with the ball from our vantage
goes
point,
the offense,
and
I guess.
that offensive Griffin held on to the ball, and when the ref went to look at it, he had the ball along with the defender. That's Minneapolis touchdown every time. Great play.
We'll be back for a wrap-up. Okay, the Lions pick up a great win here tonight, 20-17 over the visiting Knights to go 2-0 on the season. The last time we played overtime, I believe, was in 2014 against Sacred Heart down in Lynchburg, where we lost 13-12. Today, it's just the opposite.
Passing, rushing.
20-17. Congratulations to the Lions. Real quick here before we run out of space on the disc. The Minneapolis jumped out to the 14-0 lead in the first half. Sacred Heart answered it first half. Sacred Heart answered 7 in the second quarter. They answered with another 7 in the third quarter. It was scoreless through the rest of the game. Sacred Heart drew first blood in overtime with a field goal, and Minneapolis on the first play from scrimmage, and their end, Friel to Griffin, 10 yards. Looked like a tie almost, but Griffin came down with it. 12 first downs for Minneapolis in the game, 13 for Sacred Heart overall.